Now, NBC News national correspondent Aaron Gilchrist, who's at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida, and former NASA astronaut Steve Robinson with us as well. Aaron, I'll start with you. The astronauts are now on board the spacecraft in anticipation of this launch. Can you walk us through what the day held and the crew, what's new for them, what's to come?
It really has been a busy day here at Kennedy Space Center. The crew has been off of East Coast time for a little while now. They are on Artemis time, if you will. We know that early this morning they started fueling the rocket system here. That's been completed. They are doing the topping off process so they can make sure they keep the fuel compartments full before the mission launches before any mission launches. They want to make sure they can top off the tanks all the time. The team was able to sleep until about 9:30 this morning and then begin the process of getting suited up in these space suits that are really more than just space suits, right? These are safety systems that are specifically built for each individual astronaut. And the suits can operate as a lifeline. If something were to happen while they're in space, they get into these suits that have their own pressurization systems that have the ability to keep them safe and alive in space for up to 6 days if it were necessary for them to have to get into those suits to come back home. There are compartments that have items in them that are specific, again, to each individual astronaut. And so this is a safety system they are now wearing. They are inside the space capsule, inside the crew compartment that they're going to be in. And at this point, they're ready to go. I was talking with, you'll talk to Steve Robinson here in just a second, and I talked with him a little bit earlier, and he said that when you get to this point in the process, when you get to this point in the day, there's not a lot of anxiety to deal with at this point. These guys are incredibly well trained. They know exactly what to do and what to expect and to pivot when unexpected things might happen, and they are ready to go, Kate.
Well, and I get that, Steve. I know you're trained for it forever, but there must be a moment where you realize the magnitude of what you're just about to do.
For me, that moment came when the rocket engines lit. But for the several hours when you're climbing in and strapping in and waiting for the systems to be checked out, I fell asleep on the pad all 4 times, so I'm glad there weren't any cameras on me.
Steve, this mission's going to last 10 days. That's very funny. But I get it. You're relaxed, right? What is the crew going to be doing? What can we expect to see while they're on board the Orion during that 10-day trip?
Well, they're humans, and so they need a life support system. Aaron did a great job describing how those orange suits are kind of a life support system. They're almost like a mini spacecraft wrapped around you. But once they get up into space, and again, they're going to circle the Earth 3 times in a big ellipse. And then, once the Orion is checking out well, then decide to go off to the moon. And so during that time, they'll be out of the suits. Their life support system is the Orion capsule itself, along with the service module. So it's providing water, it's providing pressurization, it's got nitrogen, oxygen, removal of carbon dioxide, deal with human waste, and all the things that you really need to go camping for 10 days.
And Aaron, talk more about their mission and who these astronauts are, this crew of 4.
Well, we've talked about the commander of this crew, Reed Weissman, a Navy pilot, as well as Victor Glover, who will pilot on this mission. He's also a Navy test pilot. Christina Cook, the engineer, as well as Jeremy Hansen, the Canadian astronaut, who's also a fighter pilot. So you've got people who've been at the top of their respective fields for a long time, and they're on this mission, again, as a test flight, right? They want to make sure that the Orion capsule is able to check all the necessary boxes so that it's safe for future missions to the moon, future missions that will include landing on the moon. They're going to do some medical experiments. They're going to release some CubeSats, some small satellites while they're up there this go round, and they're going to be doing, they'll be exercising and all sorts of things, Kate. Again, this is to make sure that human beings can survive, can function in deeper space than what we've had to deal with since 1972.
Aaron Gilchrist, Steve Robinson, thanks so much to you both.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.